Okay, welcome back to Florida Naturally. We have a treat for you here. We have Bob Hueter, who is a world-renowned shark expert that works for Mote Marine. Hi, Bob.
Hi, good to be here.
And we're of course in Yankeetown at the wonderful visitor center here.
Yeah, it's
and
gorgeous.
and you actually you have a second home in Yankeetown.
Well, my in-laws have a home on the Withlacoochee River. So yeah, it's just one of my very favorite places in the entire world. Love coming here.
And you travel all over, so you know.
Done shark research on every continent except for Antarctica. So this feels like home.
Now, you've discovered something right here at the mouth of the Withlacoochee. What is that?
It's a very sharky place. That right here off the river and then off the salt marshes here in the Yankeetown area is one of the most productive nursery areas for one species of shark, the blacktip shark, and about 10 other species as well. So this is a very important place for sharks of the Gulf of Mexico.
So the females come here and give birth, live birth, right?
That's right. The females come here to give live birth, probably by the hundreds, if not the thousands. Mm-hmm. And we have little pups that grow up here beginning May, June, July through the summer. They leave this area, then they go south in the fall and winter. And our tag returns indicate that they actually come back to this nursery for the next couple of years until they eventually become adults.
Very cool. So what are the peak months?
Peak months are June, July. Mm-hmm. August, there's a bit of a drop-off, then they kind of come back up in September. That's because we think the inshore waters get so warm that they go a little bit further offshore. But June, July into September, and then they leave by October.
So you've also done, all kinds of research on all kinds of sharks, but tell us a little bit about whale sharks.
Whale sharks is something that I always wanted to work on in my career, which is now about 30 years or so. A number of years ago, I was working in Mexico back around 2003, and fishermen told me about a whale shark aggregation that was happening off the Yucatan Peninsula. And we started researching it and discovered the world's largest aggregation of whale sharks, about 1,500 animals that come there every summer to feed. So we've been working on those animals since then for about 7 years, and we document them, we tag them. We don't catch them, they're too big for that. But they're just wonderful animals. They're gorgeous polka-dotted animals, very, very charismatic, and you can swim with them because they're not predators, they're plankton feeders.
Mm-hmm. Why are sharks so important? If we eliminated sharks, what would happen to the rest of the ecology in the ocean?
Well, like any other ecosystem that's in balance, you have your top dogs, you have the top predators of the system. Mm-hmm. And having them there is important to maintain balance on through. If you pull those off, you get these cascading effects that go all the way down through the system and makes the system change. Now, whether those changes are good or bad, it's hard to say. It's kind of a value judgment, but there will be change. In the case of sharks, they feed on certain things. They control levels of certain things. And I made an analogy earlier about in the coral reef systems, for example, that when you remove sharks from reef systems, the next level down has a sort of a field day. They overpopulate. They eat the level of fish that crop the reef and keep the reef clean, and pretty soon the reef is overgrown with algae and the reef dies. So that's solely because the sharks were removed. There's a lot of other examples that we have out there with other kinds of species that sharks play this important role.
Well, you're playing an important role too, and if we'd like to find out more about Mote Marine and your studies, how would somebody get in touch with, what's the website address?
www.mote, M-O-T-E, M as in Mary, O-T-E.org.
Okay, all right. Well, thanks, Bob. It's great to have you in the area studying here, and maybe we'll see you around Yankeetown.
Probably see me out at the dock, about halfway up the river. Thanks.
Thanks a lot.